Many of us still have memorabilia from the 2002 Winter Games. It's sentimental, but is it valuable?
Well, Matt Gephardt has been looking into whether those nostalgic keepsakes are worth more than just fond memories.
As Utahns know, one of the fun things about hosting the Olympics is all that unique swag. The coats, the pins, the hats, the pins, the stuffed animals, the pins. Man, people go crazy for those pins.
And what about the other ones? That goes in my collection.
It was all fun to collect at the time, but be honest, it has spent the last 20 years gathering dust at the bottom of a drawer, right? Well, dig it up. Maybe, just maybe, that drawer is a treasure chest. Take a look at some of the current listings on the resale site eBay. If your kids have outgrown those mascot stuffies, they're going for $31.99. This guy is selling his used tickets for $60. And this handful of pins listed at $60 already sold. Prices go up from there. This set of Olympic coins is listed at $1,800. And torches that once carried the Olympic flame are selling for $2,000. That is the price today, but is it the best price? With Olympic pride once again bursting within the hearts of Utahns in anticipation of hosting again, is it a good time to dust some of this stuff off and try to make a buck? To try and gauge the answer, the KSL investigators asked eBay for some of its internal data, their historical data, which they happily agreed to share. We learned that the fact that this is an Olympic year is absolutely not lost on the world. In fact, eBay users have searched for Olympics nearly 1,000 times per hour during the first 5 months of the year. In March, when momentum began to build for Salt Lake City to host the 2034 Olympics, global searches for Salt Lake Olympics increased nearly 25% on eBay compared to the prior month. And searches for 2002 Olympic pins have jumped more than 70%.
I'm Larry.
And I'm Hope.
And we're from Under the Median.
YouTubers Larry and Hope Ware test out practical frugality skills, things you and I can do in our own homes to try and save a buck or make a buck, including...
You mentioned that you've made a small fortune getting rid of just little things around your house.
We have used the process of getting rid of things around our house a lot.
So I asked this expert if I'm ready to part with my Roots beanie, how do I get the best price?
You need to figure out what the value is in the first place.
Yeah, search around on websites like eBay or KSL Classifieds to try and figure out what similar items are going for and how yours compares. And then it's time for some marketing. Don't show a dingy torch on a dingy couch. Show it well lit against a plain background, or better yet, prove it has pedigree. Show it being run down the street if you have that snap.
Anything that makes that item of clothing or that souvenir stand out above the rest of the souvenirs that are being offered. You want to make sure that you highlight that.
Hope says that detailed, honest descriptions also go a long way to making folks feel good about clicking buy now. And in the title, be direct.
Don't get cutesy with your titles so people are going, I have no idea what it is that they're trying to sell me.
Yeah, it's not a bearer of the fire within, it's a torch. Timing is, of course, also a factor. And with Olympic stuff, the iron may be hot right now with it being so top of mind, but holding on to those items longer may also be a gamble that pays off. eBay's data shows that the average sales price of Salt Lake Olympic pins has doubled since 2016. But waiting may also have you facing more competition. In 2022, the 20-year anniversary of Salt Lake's Olympics, the number of Salt Lake City Olympics items sold on eBay had increased by 150% over the prior year. And those pins, the number for sale on eBay was up 380%.
If you got a bunch of 2002 Utah Olympic stuff, would you wait until the Olympics are maybe coming back here in a decade or so?
Everything's trendy. I mean, I think it depends on how anxious you are to get it out of your house and make top dollar.
All right, pins are one thing, fancy old 2002 berets are one thing, but the most expensive Salt Lake Olympics item that sold on eBay was a torch running suit. Guys, it sold in October of 2020 for $3,800.